Hi guys! In the first episode of JMDSF MYOKO construction series I'm gonna deal mainly with photo etch parts. A lot of photo etch parts. Is it really a hyper detailed kit? Let's find it out. My first plan was to assemble all PE elements that are more complex, but then I realized that there are so many of these small plates that I changed my approach. I've started with superstructures. The bigger one consists of 6 to 7 plastic elements, so it wasn't a big deal. One thing for the plastic parts, some connections are so small and very close to the element that you need to be very careful sometimes with cutting it out. It's very easy to damage the element with pliers. I've cleaned all the parts that I needed and glued them with extra thin glue. Unfortunately, almost every detail on the structure should be replaced with PE part, so I need to get rid of them. For this I used a hobby knife with a very sharp blade and a sanding sticks. To be honest, I was thinking that a hyper detailed kit with so many PE parts will be prepared to glue them without this kind of additional work. You already know that I'm using mainly an ultra glue for PE parts and painted elements. To tell the truth, I tried some kind of super glue with the first hatch, but I quickly get back to ultra glue. It gives me much more control and so far it was always strong enough everywhere I use it. So I've pasted a couple of PE plates on the superstructure sides and mounted a radar. When I've read the instruction for the first time and saw the PE plate, I realized that PE bending tool will be a must-have for this project. I got a 135mm PIRANHA model from RP Tools. Bending the element is much easier and more precise using it. The only disadvantage for me is the price, because these tools are rather expensive in my opinion. So I made a stand for the second radar and mounted it also. Next element, satellite antennas. I want to get rid of these inner molds, so I used hobby knife and a bowl-shaped milling bit from my Proxon rotary tool. After this, I smoothed the surface with extra thin glue and it looks much better now. After proper bending small PE parts, I glued it to the antenna dish. The 20mm Vulcan Phalanx close-in weapon system also requires small upgrade. In this set you have to measure and cut ship ladders according to the instructions. Let's start with railings. As the ship was painted mainly in one color, I'm going to assemble it before painting. To get some rounded shape, I use small drills. Cutting mat is perfect for this, as it's neither soft nor too hard. While pasting railings, I've diluted the ultra glue a bit to get thinner glue layer. After a while, when the part was in place, I glued it from the side also with diluted glue to make the connection stronger. I have to make the holes a little bit bigger and then mounted the top antennas. Last railings for this structure and we can jump to the next one. This one is smaller, but the whole process is quite similar. Only this time I've cleaned the plastic parts before gluing it together, and by cleaning I mean getting rid of the parts that will be replaced with PE elements. It's easier this way. There's a small mistake in the instructions, so I had to cut these two ladders to the same size. So the second structure is ready for painting. Ending slowly this episode, let's assemble the hull. After cutting and cleaning the parts, I glued it very carefully. To my surprise, parts fit perfectly. I have to admit it's quite a long haul for this scale. So that's it for today, guys. As you can see, there is really a lot of PE details on this kit. I like it a lot. Of course, it's not necessary to have a bending tool, but it definitely improves the quality and precision of bending PE elements, and I think with this scale it's especially important if we want to have neat and tidy model. For now, thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye!